another episode. Welcome back. Welcome back. Today we got, who do we got in the house? We got
Amy.
a Ghanaian queen.
Thank you.
We got Amy in the house. We got Amy Ansah in the house today. So how's everything going for you?
It's good. I'm in school. It's doing its big one on me. I cannot lie, but it's okay.
It's cool.
Okay.
It's
Senior
cool.
year, yeah.
I wanted to ask you two things. So what is your pit this week? So what's your lowest point this week so far? We've already talked before this, but just want to know what's your lowest week before so far and what's your highest moment so far this week?
And this week, I would say my lowest this week is there are a couple nights where it's I really only got 4 hours of sleep, and just waking up and realizing I have to thug this out regardless was, I'm not going to lie, it was a little bit much, but I would say my highest point this week though was the days that I did stay up. It was definitely worth it. Over the weekend, it's I had my fun, went out with my friends, celebrated a birthday.
It was out in ATL.
Yeah.
You be taking trips, yo. You be taking trips. How's ATL? What's the difference between ATL and Philly?
What's the difference?
Yeah.
It's hard to say just because we were there for maybe 2 days, and I feel like everything we did was pretty calm. We went to the mall, went to brunch.
You didn't go to the club?
We let me get there. We went to the club, yeah, but I would say going to the club and seeing people our age. First of all, we went to GSU. I'm gonna give Georgia State University. I'm gonna give y'all a round of applause because you people stepped. I almost flew back to Philly. Kid you not. Y'all stepped at your tailgate for sure. So I would say the way they dress, definitely I don't want to say the way the women down there carry themselves, but definitely the way the girls our age, they dress and how they.
I heard it's more flashy too.
Yes, for sure. Georgia State, like I said, they were stepping. I felt should have bought something designer and returned it after the trip. Yeah. But definitely more flashy. Their music is really different.
Which
I would say
Future. What else they got? Future. Migos.
Future. But we definitely do more drill, and they definitely don't got the New York mix to them, which is fair.
Okay.
They're not, ATLs are their own place, but it was interesting being in the South and seeing how everybody were.
I'm trying to go to the South and see
a accent, and I was okay, it's a little different.
That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. So that was the highest moment, and the lowest moment was the sleep.
Well, my highest moment. So yes, the weekend was great. Highest moment, but of this actual week, for my school week, I feel I finally got within my schoolwork, at least I finally got feedback that helped me move forward. It was midterms for me, this week and last week, kind of between certain classes. But even within my work study, getting good critique and good feedback makes me feel better as a designer. And it's nice, after all these weeks of suffering and hearing no, finally hearing okay, this works, you can move forward with this. So
speaking about your art, what inspires you to make art, to write art? When do you feel inspired? When you're walking, what inspires you to be oh, let me go back to the studio and do this? Or what gives you inspiration for your project, you'd say? I would say,
so mainly, I'm not going to lie, I use Pinterest. But as far as what sparks my interest on Pinterest, if y'all didn't know what Pinterest was.
Wait, what?
Pinterest. They name it Pinterest because it's pin your interests. And you
really?
Make boards. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. Yeah. I just use it for wallpapers. But a lot of people, I know a lot of girls use it for multiple
yeah, I would say it's, at least for me, and this year, it's been a good resource to kind of you know how you'll make a mood board at the beginning of the year? It's a good resource to kind of keep a mood board for every little aspect that you want to be more detail oriented about or want to have a better vision about. It's a nice vision board that you don't have to do once and stick to it in the entire year.
That's cool.
When it comes to on Pinterest, I think as a designer, I'm really into things that are bold and capture your attention. I love a lot of color. I love seeing
bright colors.
I would say bright colors, yeah, but of course colors that mesh well together, things that pop. At least me personally, I like to do things that like, I like to put stuff in my work that's like a little ethnic, or like just the fact that like, you know, like I'm a Black girl in America basically, because it's like when you're kind of like in an art space, to like any Black creatives that might have the same thing, I would say like it's a little hard to see yourself in your work because everybody else is, you know, doing their own thing and, you know, they don't look like you. But
that's rough.
I think like I'm trying to be better about having no shame about like making art based off of my experiences and the things that I like. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's it comes out more authentic when if you do it that way.
Yeah.
I say. But we'll get into it. Some of the timeline topics we have for this week is the For the Dogs album. Drake released his new album. Of course, 23 songs for his faithful fans. That's a lot of songs. What do you think about the album?
So I think I've probably gone through the album like twice because
that's not fair.
Yes. Okay. Hear me out. The full album twice. Okay. Because it's 23 songs. But a couple songs, like I heard a little something.
What songs you like so far? You can look.
I could pull it out, yeah.
Apple Music or Spotify?
Spotify. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Nothing to be sorry about. People with Apple Music do not know music. Like, it's already it's a fact, bro. It's a fact. You know, after having the different playlists they incorporate, the longer you're on the app, there's this new playlist called the Day List or something. If you go to your For You see it. It's just perfect. Like, it's my vibe. They've literally
the daily mix.
No, so go here. Go to For You.
For You.
Yeah. No, For You, the page.
Right
here.
Oh, Made for You. You know what's so crazy? I have never clicked that.
So you don't even know the perks of Spotify. That's all for you. What this particular playlist has done is listen to. It's taking the data of the type of the songs you listen to morning, afternoons, and Monday to Sunday, and it
like the time that you go on.
So Monday mornings, it has some for Monday morning, and it's my vibe. Like I wake up, I hit Monday, Sunday, and knows I'm on the chill. It's crazy, bro. The AI is different for Spotify. It's just better. Apple Music don't give you nothing, bro. Apple Music just is there. Like, you got to find your own shit. But that tab and Made for You and Spotify, that's going to give you a lot. It got you on repeat, your repeat, rewind, the day list. It's just better. But back to Drake.
Yes, back to For the Dogs. So when I first heard this album, I think the first song I listened to was BBL Love. I'm sorry. I kind of liked it. I'm so sorry. But not
that's
the
point. First song you listened to?
Not the point. I think it was it was on the shuffle.
Cap, that is you went there and you tapped on that song, bro. Stop.
Maybe.
Stop the cap, bro.
Okay. Anyways, first person shooter.
Yeah. That's what you want.
One.
That's what you want when Drake.
And him dropping the album is like, thank you.
Yeah. That was a good
It's a good
song.
One. I can't lie. Slide Me Out, when it first dropped, I wasn't feeling it, but I definitely like it now.
When the album, when it first dropped, I was like, this is trash, bro.
Yeah, but in the album,
it makes so much, it just sounds so good in the album. I think because like the Snoop Dogg, the transition to the songs is just better. It's just better.
And then y'all know I love that song by Sexy Red. With Sexy Red.
Bro, stop.
Okay. You're mad, but it's like Rich Baby Daddy.
What kind of song? I haven't personally listened to the song, and I won't.
And that's his problem.
Because when
I was ATL, did we listen to it every 3 hours? Yes.
That's bad marketing for ATL, bro. Like, why, bro? Like, no, bro. You gotta listen to some cool shit.
You're mad because it was up in ATL. And that's okay. You can come next time.
It's cool. Damn. It's cool, but
next time.
I haven't listened to it, so I can't critique it. I would say I think Sexy Red is not for my vibe, which is true.
Yeah, we talked about it off camera.
Yeah. But
the song with Bad Bunny.
How do you think?
I see why y'all like him. Bad Bunny.
Come on, Amy, you saying all the wrong shit, bro.
No, I actually like
Bad Bunny's.
Ooh.
Bad Bunny's slightly overrated, in my opinion.
Okay.
I just think
He's
he
not
has
overrated.
the Hispanic. I think he has the Hispanic appeal, and I think that's what's popping right now.
Okay.
So he's up heavy, but I don't understand what he's saying. And granted, a lot of Nigerian music I don't understand, but like,
felt that.
But I don't know. He's just not like it doesn't. I think the only song I know from him is when him and Drake linked up a while ago. MIA. That song, that old song.
Maybe I've heard it.
I'm not gonna hum it, but that's the only song I really know from him. But my thoughts on the album, because I went to Tennessee that weekend, so we was in Virginia when I heard Virginia Beach. So to me, I'm a Drake fan. This feels good right now.
Okay.
I'm in Virginia, listening to Virginia Beach. The intro I think was cold. I'm gonna pull it up real quick. The intro I think was good. Away from Home is a solid shout.
Mm-mm.
You got.
Now I'm gonna go listen to it again and take these notes.
No, you 7-9. You didn't say 7969 Santa.
I don't remember like what anything sounds like and the name that.
You're not a real Drake fan, man. You're not a real Drake fan.
First of all,
you listened to the album twice. It's been out for what, 2 weeks? Whoa!
Oh, sorry. I'll keep it on replay as I sleep tonight.
Yeah, you have.
Back to you.
Don't do all that.
No. You said you didn't listen to it enough.
No, I'm telling you. 7969. I don't give a fuck.
I feel like if you play them, I could probably tell you.
The intro, I'm going to play a little bit. Copyright, but I'm going to play. It gets too good, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. He's too good, bro. I'm not trying to be that fan.
Like calm to me, like
that's my. I like rap, but you put me on a vibe, on a calm, little chill vibe.
Maybe I'm that. Right vibe.
Yeah, you probably in ATL trying to hear Sexy Red, so I don't blame you.
That was for me. That's my girls.
What would Pluto do? That's a good. You don't know none of the songs. I don't give a fuck. The intro was too long, but you saved that song, though. You saved that song.
Yeah.
When he released 8 a.m. in Charlotte before the album came out, I think that's the most excited I've been this year.
Everybody really liked that. I need to
a timestamp Drake song is not gonna be bad. Like it's when Drake is talking about his life, like come on.
Yeah, I be listening. I'm like,
I can't relate, but it's great to listen to, bro. But going out from For All the Dogs, how do you see the albums that have come out this year? Because a lot of people said a lot of legends dropped albums this year, but they came and went. Hope you guys are enjoying the episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Back to the video.
That was my fault. I'm good. Yeah.
No, you're good. What was I saying?
You were saying the albums that came out this year,
yeah. A lot of people think a lot of like good artists dropped this year, but it came and went like so fast. Like replay value wasn't
agree with that.
A lot. What's your favorite? What are some good albums? Not your favorite because the year is not done yet. But what are some good albums you think rolled out this year?
I Told Them by Burna Boy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's a good album, bro.
And Davido did his thing too. I didn't forget. That like had me on a choke hold.
Timeless.
What's your favorite song?
On Timeless, I won't go for the party tunes.
Okay.
I feel like because it's
certain songs like y'all beat it.
Yeah. Beat it Davido.
Sorry, I was just like, yeah. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good, bro. What was I gonna say? On the favorite, it might be Feel. I think is the song that's coming to my head right now. It's definitely not my favorite song on the album, but it's definitely what's coming to my head right now. LCND or something. It's also a pretty good song.
Pretty good.
I like the songs. I want to go for the songs that are not still out there because Unavailable is like
Unavailable. It's like,
yeah, but it's a good song.
It's not that it's not, but like when something kind of becomes oversaturated on TikTok, it's like now we need to come back to this 365 days from now and revisit like when I first heard it.
That's how they rinsed Last by Burna Boy.
Correct. Yeah.
It's not. But yeah, I told them strong. I wanted to go for the I was talking to Sam about it. I wanted to go for the what did he do in South Philly? The album listening.
He invited me to that.
Go, yeah.
And I went.
Yeah.
It was nice. The listen party.
Work late. Yeah. Apparently,
City Boys.
He has the hits. Burna Boy has. I hate how the lead up to the album was the Afrobeat has no substance thing, but I couldn't get mad when he released the album. Like, I'm a fan at the end of the day. Yeah, and that's a great album.
The way sometimes celebrities will just make you close your lips.
Bro, I was like, bro, what is he doing? I was watching the interview, like, why would you do this right now to the Afrobeat scene? But he did what he felt was right, and that's that. But who else would drop? J Hus, honorable mention. That's one of them, like my favorite artists like ever. So,
I have a friend that put me on
J Hus. You wasn't on him before? No. Who do you listen? What do you listen to? I'm curious.
Benson.
Okay.
He just dropped.
Okay.
He just dropped.
I think that album solidified him as a good artist.
Me too.
If you ask him, me, because I had a conversation. I had a debate with somebody, Ruger and Benson. I was saying Buju Benson is better, but as a better artist, I think it's Ruger because Ruger has his own hits. Benson was a heavy feature artist,
and those are where his hits are.
His hits respectfully.
I can definitely like. But you know, a song I love Sweet Tea by Benson. Tea.
He released it before. It was a single before the album, man. It's a good song.
And that's one of those things where it's just like, okay, well, the songs I'm gonna love is like we've had them for a couple months now.
Toxic is my favorite song on the album. I think it's good. It's a good song. I'm just finding it hard to think about who released this year.
But like. It just kind of becomes a part of your mix, you know?
Without Spotify, you have no music, bro. There's none. Done. But Rema released a new song with
he did. He dropped some. He didn't drop his album this year, but he dropped his deluxe.
And that was good. Charm. Yeah. That was. He has like he has crack. He has cracked the code. I think he'd be bigger than all. And like. The next 5-10 years, I think he was surpassed what Burna Boy and Wizkid has done, like numbers wise. I don't know about.
To be fair, like he's big in our generation, where it's like the way we're listening to music and the way like we're doing streams. Yeah, it's like a lot of old Afro beats that it's like we all know, we love. We go to parties and those are the throwbacks. You know, we're hype. But like to be fair, it's like that was on a CD, right? Yeah, like when we heard it. Yeah, they didn't get their flowers because of. The way that
it wasn't
we like
the streaming services are not what they are right now, which is true. But I do think the heights he's hitting now, but when he's 21, 22, by the time he reaches that, he's gonna be different. Staying on Rema though, Rema.
Here we go.
This was what was this? 2021.
2021. What year? No, it was last year.
This was last year?
Yeah, it was August right? Of last year. Yeah,
this is 2022 of last year. Rema his new album was out, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Raven Roses.
Yeah, that was his tour for his new album.
For those who didn't know, our guest right here, had the pleasure of getting called on stage, getting picked out from the crowd. To sit and what was the song? Wine, right? Wine, right?
Wine. No, it was.
What song did you perform?
It was Dirty.
Yo, really? I thought it was Wine for the longest time.
No, it wasn't Wine. Wine was like I think Wine was different. I think he just had a dancer for that or something.
He picked you out in the what? In the bright what? Yellow?
In the yellow. The yellow top, white bottoms, and it's actually a funny story. Well, I think the story is funny.
Tell us what happened. Tell us your lead up to the concert and what happened, because you guys got there early to be up front. You guys must have gotten there early.
The way me and my friend, shout out to Saina, we were The day he announced it, we said, we're going to this concert.
I had that ticket for like months.
Yeah, no, me too. Like it was sitting in the wallet for sure. Yeah. So of course we went. We had gone early, fast passes, whatever. We were not playing about being in the front that day, no. And then so we were there, and it took a minute. Oof. Mans took a minute to get out.
Yeah, he did. We came late. We came like 15 minutes before you started.
Came late, they came on time.
But we started at the back. We had to bump our way to the front, which I didn't really fuck with. But it is what it is. It's a concert. It's gonna happen. But yeah, carry on. Right?
So yeah, we're in the front. Whatever. I'm wearing yellow, and it's like
bright I wore yellow. That. You knew what you was doing too. Let's not
listen. It was given like sometimes you have to live out your delulu fantasies. You know, It was given like, oh, I'm gonna wear yellow, whatever, and like in my mind, yes, I plan it, but what was the song?
You knew as a dark skin, you'd be visible in yellow. Come on.
In the front, I mean, yeah. But he had said it in his one song. So here's how it went. Mm-hmm. We were there, whatever. He's about to play his next song. He's like, I want to bring up a lovely lady up on stage. Everybody's screaming. Everybody's turning like, pick me. Because at this time on TikTok, girls posting like, he brought me on stage. Mm-hmm. So now everybody's like, well, how do I get on stage? Like, I want to be next. So of course, when he said that, everybody's hyped, right? Of course, me and my friend are hyped too, not thinking that he was going to pick us, of course. And so he sang the song. He said, he sang the song. Mm-hmm. And then he had like came to the stage in my direction with my friend, and me and my friend were screaming because I was like, I was telling my friend, I was like, he picked you. I'm trying to lift up my friend.
Oh, when he pointed, you thought it was your friend?
I thought it was my friend because she was standing in front of me and she's a little bit taller than me, and she was wearing like, I was wearing a bright yellow, but she was wearing more like a more like muted, a little darker yellow.
She should have worn the bright shit. She didn't wear it.
So I was just like, they picked you. He picked you. Oh my goodness, trying to get her up there. He was just like, oh no, it was her. I said,
oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh, that is bad. It's your friend. It's your friend.
The friend was even trying to help get on stage.
We could laugh about this. That is horrible. Was she like on her way up?
Well,
or she was like,
because it was just like, he saw me trying to push her to go up because I thought it was her.
And he said, nah,
like,
it's you.
Okay, yeah. So that's what it was. And then the girls around me were so hyped because they were like, girl, he picked you. You need to go on stage. I was like, guys, my skirt is too short. Like, I can't.
You wore the skirt, bro.
It was my friend's skirt. My friend's skirt, but I was like, guys, my skirt is too short, like I can't get up there. And you know how like the bars, like you have to be lifted over. Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry, I didn't think the girls could lift me up the way they lifted me, but they lifted me.
And the adrenaline is going crazy right now.
Literally, they lifted me over, gave me to the security guard, like he got me, he put me on stage.
What are you feeling right now?
I was
like, when you were going
shaking. I was actually shaking because I was just like, what? And I couldn't see anything. The lights were so bright, all this stuff. Everybody's screaming, and it's like I didn't realize the capacity of like the friends that I had in the African community that were there.
Yeah, so like now you've seen everyone.
No, because after I'm shaking on stage, all this stuff, I come back, hands touching me. It's just like I'm like, I didn't even know you were at this concert. And she's like, you were just on stage. And my friends were nice enough to like have sent me videos and stuff. And that's the one thing I don't regret, getting a personal like video with me on stage. And that's how I knew I was like so nervous and so anxious. He had asked me, he was like, do you like wine? But he was saying it into the mic, and that mic is projected to the stage. I'm over here hard of hearing, like, what? He said, do you like wine? He gave me some wine. He sang to me. Y'all, he sang.
You was gas. You was happy as hell. All 32, just smiling.
I was trying to be like, you know what? This is fun. It's like, cool. Yeah. And bro, he was singing in my ear. I said, on stage, bro, like, relax. Like, too much. But that was so crazy and surreal being like in front of a celebrity that was just like, I want you on stage. I'm going to sing to
dancing. You wasn't doing too much though. You was composed. You was calm.
Yeah. But
some girls were doing crazy. Inside, you might have been going crazy.
Inside, no, because I was just like so nervous, but I was just like, I just wanted to like, vibe. I'm like, let me just like enjoy this. Like, this is cool. And that's why I'm just like, I wish I was a little bit more, not so nervous, but excited. Cause then if I had that personal video, that would have been the icing on the cake. Good. If I had taken a video with him too. But it's cool. Definitely the craziest thing I have ever experienced.
That's wild though.
And after that, it's just so funny. Cause like, my friends on campus, hey, Rema's wife. Rema's wife.
We was going back and so we was talking and we was like, bro, if you're a certain type of person, you will never stop. You will never shut up about this shit, bro.
Yeah.
If you're a certain type of person, we'll hear about this shit every day,
like,
bro. Some people will ride this till it's not relevant. Rema picked me. Rema, out of all of you, she picked me. But you were composed. I give you that. I was like, okay. Because I know some girls who you can't talk to them no more. The stock is higher now.
Yeah.
But it was good. It was good.
No, it was even funny. Like a boy that like I had been dating or whatever was even like, oh, like I was there or whatever. And I was just like, so, bro, Chile, spare me. Like,
and in Temple, he came to watch or something?
Yeah, he goes to Temple.
Oh, you came to watch like
And it's like I had some friends from Drexel because the friend that I went with, she was from Drexel. So some friends from Drexel saw.
His boys. Boys are tapping like, isn't that shit?
No, like, did you say? Oh, okay. It's like
that's tragic.
Like, because now I have a college experience that like.
Yeah, nobody's going to be able to take it.
My kids will not live it down. I can't even lie to you. Like my friends, y'all are safe, respectfully, but my kids. I'm gonna be like, do you know who you're talking to?
Relax.
I'm just playing.
That's good. That's cool.
Definitely a cool experience. Like just meeting any Afrobeat artist is cool. Like, it's cool. It's like those are your people, and those are your people that have made it big. So
I feel like when you're a guy, you don't want to be glazing.
Yeah.
In 2019, Burna Boy was like right here. Like he was performing. We were in the front. He was performing. We were right there. And now the video is horrible because the video is just me in the background screaming my lungs
literally
out.
So geeked.
And it's like, at the time, 2019, I didn't care. And I still shouldn't care. But now there's that conception of, yo, why you trying to reach to touch Rema or like Burna Boy? It's like, bro, you're a guy
for
too.
Sure.
It's a little bit.
I feel like what like guys can do that's like cool, it's respectful. Like you go reach for a dap up, then it's kind of just like, oh, okay, like. Yeah.
But if you get you get done dirty, you can't do that though. Like I'm not trusting no artist to shake my hand, bro, and I'm not gonna look like a fool.
Well, when I saw Stoneboy, he was cool. He was dapping up everybody, but that was a very close. Small concert. Yeah. Like it was very small.
Where was it?
My guy wasn't even in Philly. He was in Ardmore.
Because I was like,
if he had been in Philly, if he had performed. So last year, Rema performed at a different place than he did this year at the concert. But if Stoneboy had come to any of those venues, he probably would have made more money because that was a trip. And my friend
sold a lot.
Yeah, my friend had drove, and like my friend Sam was DJing there. So like that's another reason why.
Nah, I can't. Big ups to Simon and Sam though. They putting in that work, bro. They're doing that shit. But I also wanted to ask if you had assuming you had a boyfriend at that time of the Rema.
I had a boy, see, that's a hot topic.
Yeah,
because
are you going? You're not going up. You're not going up, bro.
Because have you heard of like the like how earlier we were like touching upon Ruger and how he just dropped his album, and I was just like, personally, certain videos of him and his concert like kind of rubbed me a little bit the wrong way, and like I think I heard a story that like I don't know if it was him, but had told this girl to say like, oh, fuck my boyfriend or whatever.
Yeah. I saw that video. Horrible.
And so like that, ladies, please don't ever do that.
But I don't blame Ruger though. Why, if you have common sense, why would you also say it?
I'm like, girl,
you're going home to your boyfriend.
Is there something you want to tell him?
Like, nah, bro. You can't do that.
So to answer your question, I wouldn't. Definitely would have been like a crazier situation if I did have a boyfriend.
So you would have said no?
I wouldn't go on stage. I would go on stage. I didn't say that. I did not say that. I'm saying like it wouldn't be a disrespect. I wouldn't be disrespectful because it's
you still whine, you still dance.
It's the same thing as like you go to the club. It's like if your man's like, obviously you have a man, he doesn't have to tell you like don't be dancing on other people. Like it's a respect thing. Like if
you wasn't going, you would go up on stage but wouldn't dance on him.
It's like I wouldn't dance on him the way I probably dance on the man I have at the time. So like if it's like I'm dancing with you, then it's like okay, but. Literally, like I said, like keep it respectful. If you care about the person you're with, keep it respectful. Like that's all.
Yes.
It's
Going up is always because if your boyfriend is there, like that's just tragic.
Well, you would be with your boyfriend. Why are you at a concert with your boyfriend? He's elsewhere.
No, but I'm just assuming. Let's say you were at the Rema concert with your boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
the look of leaving him to go is a bad look for him. On the low, that's
if I was that man, I would be even holding my girl tight. I'd be like, she's good, bro.
Yeah, bro, good. you can't do that, bro. Because as soon as she go,
I feel
the
like
way you were overwhelmed. Some people can lose all composure and forget, and actually have a boyfriend. Yeah. And this is their once in a lifetime opportunity, bro. They're not going to be civil because they have a boy. They're going to do what
your man like. I'll be right. It's just 3
horrible.
Minutes. It's 3 minutes.
It's horrible. But staying on relationships, I also wanted to talk about another timeline topic. Will and Jada. Do you know his name is Willard Smith?
I think I heard that once.
Oh, that ruined this last week. His legendary status is ruined.
You think that's why she treats him?
Because Willard is horrible.
He's Willard instead of William.
I always thought it was William, bro.
Can't change that. I'm just saying.
Willard is crazy.
Because people...
What is Willard,
People
bro?
Already assume you're William. Just change it.
Yeah.
Changed it.
No, I was surprised. It takes his legendary status down. Willard,
but
bro?
To be fair, that's another reason why he's different. Like, would he be famous if he was William?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. What? Nah, Willard is horrible, bro. It could have been anything. Willock. It could have been any. Willard is just bad. But on the topic of Jada and Will Smith, what do you think of Jada Pinkett Smith's little press run she's doing for her book so far? You
said the press run she's doing for her book? So I don't really know. The thing about me and just pop culture in general, I always only ever get like bits and pieces of every situation. Okay. So like from what I'm seeing in these bits and pieces, it's given like she doesn't respect that man
at all, bro.
She doesn't respect that man. And it's like even the things she says kind of sounds like she's trying, but if you're actually listening to what she's saying, she's not for him. Though.
Always talking about always talking about Tupac. She said Tupac was her soulmate.
Yeah.
Like, shut up, bro.
And it's just like, I just feel like that's inappropriate. And it's like, you're talking about quote unquote fighting for your marriage. Keep your mouth shut.
Those guys, they're not trying to fix their marriage, bro. You can't fix your marriage with this shit. And
she was saying, like, I saw a video and she was like, oh, well, like, I'll always love him and divorce is not on the table.
He said the same shit. Her mom's birthday was.
But like, I believe Will, but it's sad because it's like, I believe Will, but I don't believe Jada.
Somebody said this, I forgot what it's called. It has a name, something syndrome. But basically, even though Jada's abusing him, he loves her so much that he's just going to say, I think that's what it is. Which is stupid, if you ask me. Because he was saying, I always love her, like, a couple of days ago. I always love her. We're in this together. At the red table, they're like, bad marriage for life. Like, they know this is a bad situation. They're just choosing to stick. And you can stick with a bad marriage. Why does everybody else need to know your business?
Yeah, why capitalize it?
When he said, keep my wife's name out your mouth, you were shocked because he referred to you as his wife.
But my thing is like
it's not needed, bro. Like it's
I feel
really
like
not.
That's where it's just like, okay, maybe it wasn't as public before, I guess. But it's like just the way Jada's going about it. We're talking about Jada here. I feel like we're not even talking about their marriage anymore. We're talking about how she's treating this man. Like, forget that it's Will Smith. Like, it's him. But like, I think the underlying point is just the way that she's treating this man in this marriage, despite everything she's saying to the public. Is that not for publicity? Like,
yeah, it's definitely to sell. It's a press run to sell the book, but you can sell. People will still buy your book if it's not ruining. Because everybody had them in that higher light of celebrities.
They have been in songs.
Like Hollywood marriages last like 2-3 years. Yeah. So for them to last this long, everybody was like, yo, this is the model. And for them to completely on their own, I mean, August Osina was the one who started by saying he was with Jada, but like on their own, I think they've burnt down how good everyone saw them. But it's good because I feel like for them, they might feel like freer because they don't have to pretend anymore. But like, you could have said your marriage is bad and just like left it at that. You didn't need to go
literally
into specific.
Yeah.
He's not. I think I heard they're talking about their sex life. He's not up to the task. Like, it's bad, bro.
She said that about him.
Not in so many words.
What
but like,
did she put in her book too?
I don't think it's in her book.
Might as well.
I think on the red table though, they did talk about like their sex life and how like when they started to grow apart and everything, like it was evident. And I just don't think half the information she's saying is needed. Like, I don't need to know that. Nobody else needs to know that but you and Will. And I feel like Will's not talking as much.
He's not, but
we always see her. Yeah.
Or else he looks silly.
But that's why I think he also took the easy out when he slapped Chris Rock, because rappers were saying shit, other prominent figures were saying shit. But Chris Rock's not going to do anything. Like, you're not going to react. You just took your anger out on him. But apparently Chris Rock was trying to tap Jada.
Oh.
Not recent, but a couple years. And she was like, I'm still with Will. And he apologized or something. This is before the slap incident.
Well,
so that's interesting.
Another man should never think he could bag you if you're married. So I'm just saying. I mean, how is she treating him? Like, why did he think that? You know what I mean?
Fair, but he was probably just trying to see if it could work. You know, I don't blame him, but yeah, it didn't work, and that's why I think that also added fuel to the fire when it came to the tension between him and Will. But I think she's ruined his reputation. Like, he banned from the Oscars or some shit.
Yeah,
like, it's just,
and he just looks really silly and sad. No.
Yeah, sad. Those memes.
Sad for Will. Memes go crazy though. I will always have a laugh. I'm so sorry.
It's sad, but I'm not. Now I look at Jada and now I'm mad for Will because she's not. I don't care. She's using this as a way to quote unquote, whatever the fuck.
Quotes, unquotes.
Unquote, like, express her emotions and heal her trauma and shit. But like, can you respectfully heal your trauma without tearing me down? Like, people love me. And now everybody clowns him on the streets, on Instagram.
No type of rep, yeah.
It is what it is. But moving, I watched what did I watch? I watched a Will movie, and I haven't watched a movie in a long time. So I wanted to talk about which movies or shows you're watching, if you're watching any. Are you a show movie person? Are you a show person or a movie person?
I want to be a show movie person. Like, every time I'm getting to know somebody, I always go through this thing where it's just like, you haven't seen that movie? You haven't seen this show? I'm gonna put it on the floor right now. No, I have not. The classics, I have not ran through all of them. I've not seen all of them. Not because I don't want to, but I think because like I usually do not take that amount of time to myself, like that relaxed, if that makes sense, which sounds bad, but like definitely over maybe like summer break, winter break is when I try to like here and there, like I'll watch a movie I haven't watched.
What's your favorite show?
Favorite show? I don't really have a favorite show. I really like just put stuff on in the background now. Like I will literally just like watch cartoons while I eat. I know what you're thinking. Like that is not a girl woman, but
yo, that's crazy.
Power? I heard it's good. I've heard of it.
You better watch and find out. What do you mean you heard is good, bro?
I believe that it's good.
You gotta watch, bro. Power is solid. Game of Thrones.
One show that I was watching. Okay. Two shows that I was watching. Okay. First of all, I was watching Love Island. You know, all the girls were watching Love Island. That's one show that like, and that show has like 60 episodes. Like I kid you not. Like, it's OD, and they're an hour long.
My friend got me into watching a couple episodes, but I was always on Twitter, so I see the shit that happened before because it comes to US like a couple of days later or something. Yeah. So I was seeing the shit that happened on Twitter. Tyreek, Ella, you know. But yeah, it's cool.
All that stuff. Or I was watching a good show, an actual good show. I was watching Wu-Tang and American Saga on Hulu.
On Hulu?
Yeah.
I was going to get around to that.
Because I was like, I've heard of Wu-Tang, but like I didn't know them.
Yeah.
And so like it was cool watching that. And then Burna had which one did he have again on his album? He had one of somebody from the
Jizza.
Okay.
Jizza.
Yeah, so that was cool. That was cool because then the actor that like I remembered had played him. I was like, oh, he kind of portrayed him good. Seems like he did.
I gotta watch it though. I heard it's a good like documentary. It's like a docu-series.
Docu-series, yeah.
Yeah.
Which are I should get into more of those. I like the way
docu-series. Yeah. It's coming out a lot more. I just think you have to be interested in what it's about. Like the Michael Jordan shit was like Michael Jordan. Like Beckham has
David
Beckham. Yeah, he has a David.
Sorry.
Like you, David.
I had to check.
Yeah. He has a documentary out. I'm a Man United fan. Like he was big in that era. So it was good to kind of see all the different things that he went through in that era. I think he fucked up in the World Cup as well. So like having your whole country sort of hate you and boo you every time you get tackled. So it was good. It was good for like my mental psyche, I'd say. So as I'd like to do every week, I think a lot, which is good for me. I kind of think I overthink.
I'm definitely the same type of person.
I'm always, you can't, that's why I like to listen to music.
Me too.
Or because you leave me alone in the quiet, I'm just going to be thinking.
I'm going to come back tomorrow and feel some type of way about you. You haven't even done anything.
I'm going to be problematic. But I was thinking, what is the most important thing for you in this stage of your life? Like, what do you think for Amy is a must have? A couple things. It doesn't need to be one thing. It can be two or three that you think is a must have. It can be an object. It can be a certain surrounding. It could be a mindset. It could be anything at all.
So what came to mind would be definitely my personal growth and self-awareness.
Okay.
I think that could be, at least for me now, that kind of touches into kind of like everything in my life, like just realizing like how I go about certain situations, how I treat certain people, how I view myself has been like a big one. As of recent, like just the overall like idea of like self-confidence and like purpose, vision, like all this stuff, and just really understanding like myself and getting to know myself again is something that's like I'm very like, I'm happy that like I'm going through. I'm happy that I'm doing it, especially in this age where it's like being a young adult is not easy. And there's so much stuff that like I didn't think like, I didn't think like I would go through or like that I would have problems with at this age. Like so much comes with like, oh, like maybe support yourself. Well, now I'm like a lot more emotional because I'm so, I'm so like involved and I have to take care of myself all the time. That's not something that like, like that's not something you plan for. So kind of have to like navigate that,
that's real.
Figure out like what's best for you and kind of just like be very accepting of things like as they come, I would say. And
that's
just
a big one.
Like also be very receptive to like the people in your life, whether the things you go through and the people that come and go are like a lesson or a blessing. Like that could be used for anything.
But it's hard. Yeah, that is big because it's hard to know.
Sometimes, like certain things you'll have to learn the hard way. Certain things will come easy 100%. To you. And you just like, I think my biggest thing throughout this whole thing is like, all of this is perfectly fine. And like what has kind of brought comfort to me is knowing that like, we're kind of all going through the same thing in a different font. Like I'm having a hard time, but it's not to say that it's the end of the world. Not because other people are having a hard time, but because it's normal and this is how growth works. And like
100%,
you can't get through something without ever having like experienced it. That doesn't make sense. Like you can't be like the best at something without having some sort of hardship in that area. So I think it's not a bad thing, but it's a hard thing. Like it's an everyday thing. So
that's real. What I say for me, I think right now I'm in like a good transition period. Debatable as good. I say good. I think what's important for me definitely right now is stability. Kind of the foundation that I know I'm young, but the foundation has to be strong for me to be where I want to be in the future. Recently though, I've started to slightly care a little bit more about what people think of me or how people view me.
Why is that?
Because I don't know. I don't have a particular thing I can point as to why. I normally don't care how people like view me. For the most part, I still don't. There's some non-negotiables, I think, for everyone. But when I begin to hear the same word being used in reference to me, that might be bad. I always think, why is it that different people in my life have all come to this conclusion? Yeah. So if I want the conclusion to change, is on me to do that.
I feel like, and that's that self-awareness. Like that's why that's so powerful. Like I think I've kind of had, or like I think once in a while, like I'm being more like receptive to that, or maybe not always like necessarily hearing it all the time. But when I'm kind of like told about myself in a perspective that like I don't always ask, you know what I mean? And I understand that like we don't always all have the time to have like the deepest of conversations with our friends. But I feel like when I do, or when like that comes up, and it's like, not saying it's always negative or it's always positive or whichever way, but like, let's say your friend's kind of like, and it's something you've never heard before, just like, you know, you're really like detailed in the way that you dress every day. And that's something that like I don't see in other people. Well, now you take the way you look like every day and how you dress, and you're like, you know what, you're right. Like I always make sure I have jewelry, accessory, top, bottom, color coordinator, all this stuff. And it's like, you kind of take that, whether it's something you hear all the time or something you've heard for the first time, and you kind of like, you move with that. Like it's so interesting. Like
it is. I think now we're getting older. At first we didn't used to, I think those things were being said when we were younger too. We just didn't pay attention enough or care enough. But I think now as we're growing, you want your own, this is who Amy is, or this is who Sam is. You want that to be defined, so you don't get confused. So I just think I'm in the process of like completely defining that. Also, I think because I'm very hard-headed and opinionated when it comes to certain stuff.
Perfect for a podcast. Perfect to host a podcast.
No, but I also feel like one reason I started a podcast, I like to talk to people in general, and I like to talk to, if I'm in the mood, of course, but I like to talk to people and learn like something off like new people, or have different conversations with the same people to see their perspective on different things. Because I feel like it adds, like I take something from those conversations as well. Most of the time, if we can't have the conversation, I'm probably not interested at the time or interested in the person. I feel like if I'm interested in what you do, or you having a conversation kind of flows, like for me, it's like kind of natural to me. But I think in my life, like I've given, because I'm hard-headed, there's certain people in my life who are not in my life anymore because of how hard-headed I am. But it's not that I don't have a reason. I have a reason, but I feel like if I was lenient or like a little bit soft, a little bit more understanding, maybe we'll be friends today. But sometimes like burnt bridges just need to stay burnt. I feel like there's always that thing, should I try to mend it? And it's partly an ego thing, I think, as well. Do you want to be that person reaching out? But yeah, because there's I'm not even going to talk about it into detail before, but something happened recently that reminded me of something. Because if you're off my life, it's pretty easy, out of sight, out of mind, kind of, sort of. So I forget, but something can like trigger me to remember, and I'm like, oh, actually, let me revisit the situation and see if there's something that could be done. But sometimes I just think I need to learn from it and move on. And that's like difficult for me, because I feel like a lot of people see me as like hard-headed, but like come to me in times of trouble or like times to talk about something, because I'll give you the real. Like I won't, if you have to hear you're lazy, or you have to hear you're bad, or you have to hear this is your fault, I'm the guy to come to. But everybody in public always say, oh, if I'm crying or something, especially my female friends, like if I'm crying or I'm in a pickle, you're the last person I come to. Yeah, they always say that. But when it actually happens, And I don't want to be that guy to say, "Oh, you're here when you're crying." Of course, it's funny, but I just think that part of me I need to work on. People still come to me partly because I think I give like good advice, but I feel like my advice can be better. It shouldn't be centered around the friendship. Shouldn't be centered around pleasing me. I think it should be centered around pleasing both parties. But I think that's with stability and knowing who should be in my life, who shouldn't, and getting a good group of people around me. Your circle gets smaller when you do that, but I guess is the price to pay. But yeah, that was good. I think I rambled. I ended up rambling on, but
no, it was good. I had a question from that little ramble. I had to really hold on to this.
I'm sorry.
The way I'm forgetful, like you would even be amazed. But I went to ask because you said, you have your podcast, get to know new people and like dive into like their interests. So like, how come you wanted me on this podcast?
So that's a good question. On the spot too. That's a good question.
Thank you.
I think I've been peeping like your Instagram for a while. Not,
he's stalking me, y'all.
For like not like that, but I think we follow before actually having a conversation. I think we followed each other for like a decent amount of time. And I think when we even spoke, we got into your interest, and it was kind of a pitch for you to kind of join and help out because I'm genuinely interested in what you do couldn't work. When we talked about it more in detail, we came to the conclusion that what you do couldn't work really at the time. But for me, you're Ghanaian. You're interested in art, which I always like to hear about. Why an African? We already talked about this in the car. Like coming from that African background, if you're interested in those creative arts, how is life for you, and how do you progress? But I feel like we had a lot of off-camera conversations on that. But that's one reason I'd say. On a lesser, more friendly note, I just thought like you'd be cool to chop it up with. I like to see how people operate in like social spaces or like activities, because some people are great, but we turn on a camera, and it happened to me the first couple. If you listen to the first couple episodes, they're my friends, but like the voice is shaky, and like the vibe, it's question after question, it's not flowing. And people who know me know it's normally like a natural progression for me. So trying to find that person who can still express their opinions, I can learn something from, that can carry a conversation as well. Like not just question, answer. Like you asking me this right now, like that's what I want. To be put on the spot. So I think those are some of the reasons why you put me on the spot here. So I'm like thinking as I'm talking, but I think you're just a sociable person. I think we're both sociable people. I thought you won't be shy. Some people have declined to come on here because they're shy, and rightly so. But you're not shy, evident here. So I think those things kind of work together and kind of pair the two of us together to do this. I thought it was cool. But yeah, that's my thinking why I told you to come on. I'm gonna throw it back to you though. Why did you accept to come on?
I always wanted to be on a podcast. What do you mean?
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Anything, I would run this.
It was a good guess by me, because I was looking at your music, your takes. You're in you're very active in like the OAS organization. You're very active in like temple shit. So I was like, if you have something to say about music, sports, not sports, art, hot topics.
Thank God.
You're not into sports? I figured.
No, I'm not. I think it's just like growing up, I live with my mom, and then it's just like I had my sister, and it's like my family's not like close knit, so it's not like, oh, we get together for Thanksgiving, but like all my uncles are into soccer, so I sat down and watched soccer with them. It's not like that. Yeah. So it's like, that's it. But
yeah, but
one day I'm definitely open. Like I played sports in high school for a little bit.
Which sport?
I played, you want to guess?
Pause. I don't want
to... Two. Track. Okay.
Track?
Yeah.
Track? Okay. Yeah. Basketball.
No.
Soccer.
No.
Don't tell me you did football.
No. Bro, what? No, I did tennis.
With tennis? Table long tennis?
Table tennis, bro. Tennis.
Table tennis is a sport. What you mean, bro?
That's ping pong?
Table tennis.
Well, I call it ping pong. I played tennis on a court.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not on a table.
Holding the rack. I think I was too young and too weak when I got into holding that rack was heavy.
Don't they have baby rackets though?
I wasn't a baby.
Oh.
How you gonna do me like this on my own podcast?
You said I was too young, so I'm like, okay.
No, I was young. All right, listen.
We'll let it go. But yeah,
table tennis and track. Are you fast?
No, not table tennis. Regular tennis.
Tennis and track.
Yeah, I didn't run track. I threw javelin.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look like you.
Nah, that was crazy. Crazy statement.
You go to the gym?
Do I go to the gym over the summer?
So you don't go to the gym?
I did over the summer, but now it's hard to because I don't have as much time. Yeah. But javelin. I'm thinking to myself, like,
javelin, that's crazy.
I mean, what are javelin? They're usually like pretty lengthy.
Yeah, javelin. But like you got to have some upper body. Yeah.
Some
it's
people
technique mostly.
But if I said shot put,
you might.
That would have been a different story. But javelin is like
shot put is for the dogs, man. I don't know how they do it, bro. But no, bro. Shouldn't. There's some. Don't get me wrong. There's some lady sports. Shot put is not one of them, bro. Let's call it what it is.
Is that misogynistic?
No, bro. You get what I'm saying.
So what's a lady sport? Volleyball?
Javelin is fine.
Oh, so javelin's okay.
Yeah, javelin. I feel like
I couldn't do it a minute ago, but now javelin's okay. Now it's
I feel like shot put.
It's a grown man's sport.
What are you doing?
It's a grown man's sport, yeah.
But kudos, I'm not hating. I'm just saying.
No hate.
No hate. I've
seen some mean women throw a shot put.
Yeah. It's like, come on, like you tough. Like, why you tough?
Stop messing with her.
Yeah. It is what it is. But damn, I forgot what we were why we got here.
Is soccer your only sport?
No. So right now, yes. Okay. When I was younger, I used to be involved in a whole lot. Table tennis, because it is a real sport. Volleyball. Basketball a little bit. I wasn't that good. I'm fast. So I run 100, 200, and the 400.
What about the 300?
What is the 300?
I don't know. I don't run.
There's nothing called the 300, bro. It's 100, 200, 400. I think 800 and 1,500. I had to run 1,005 because I was the sports captain back home.
Oh, my bad.
I had to, put some respect on the name. I had to run 1,500 because I think the guy supposed to run got sick. But as soon as I was done, I couldn't walk for like a good 10 minutes. It's not. I'm like a short speed 100, 200. You can catch me, but my stamina wasn't all the way there. But now I think I honed in. Like football is my main thing. So that's what I focus on. Like music, football. It's like two big parts of my life. Like it's just ridiculous. So, yeah, but yeah, that's stuff I get into. I had a couple more timeline. I don't think I have a couple more timeline topics. I was going to ask you, as we're almost coming to the end of the episode, what are your end of year goals?
My end of year goals
and plans.
That's really a good question. That's a really good question. I don't think I've had the time to really sit down and think about that. I think I'm kind of trying to take everything day by day. Yeah, to kind of like, collect my sanity. But I would say just one simple one, just do really well in all of my classes and really just like just do well and just be proud of the work I make at the end of the semester, honestly.
Perfect.
Yeah.
For me, Detsy December, I'm going back to Ghana. So I'm going to be outside. Work-wise, just I think I've gotten the hang of it. I'm settling well, just being more efficient, working my way up. And then to be more consistent on the pod, like I feel like I'm inconsistent, and I've promised consistency, and I'm getting the motivation and the numbers that show me it's consistent. We're on audio. So like a couple episodes ago, we only just got video. But with the numbers I was getting for just audio, like that spurs me on, but I just need to find the time and the guests. So I think I have a good eye. I'm gonna big up myself here. I pick good guests,
good
bro.
Eye.
I pick good guests.
So I'm a good guest.
Yeah, you are.
I'm all right.
You're a good guest. You're a good guest, but that's partly because of me. They wouldn't see you. Nobody would see you. People would see you, not these people. Yeah. If you weren't on the pod. So it goes back to my eye for who's going to be a good guest. But you did good. This is your first time on the pod. Hopefully not your last. Hopefully we see you again to talk about some more timeline topics, chop it up. But it's been good. It's been good. So thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you for making time in your busy schedule. Time for us. And we have one more trivia to run before we get out of here.
He told me about this, y'all. Yeah. I told him I'm going to fail it.
Trivia, so you got 10 questions. General knowledge. Because of your art relations, your Ghana ties, I put some easy questions. You should get out of here with 3 over 10. It's
3 out of 10? Okay, good.
What I'm giving you.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. Okay,
All right.
Let's get it.
Which planet is closest to the sun?
Venus.
Oh my God, what?
I don't know. I told you. Mercury.
Yes, I'll give you that. I'll scrap Venus and give you that.
Thank you.
Do you see it?
See what? Did I see? Nah, bro, I can't see.
No? Okay.
If you know anything.
Your eyes not good? See. You wear glasses? It's not a secret. You wear contacts?
Yeah.
Oh, so you have contacts on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. A little federal. But yeah. I do.
Where is the strongest human muscle located?
In your mouth? Isn't it your tongue?
No. Think.
No, your brain.
No, relax.
You told me to relax?
Relax. You said mouth. You're warned. Stay around the mouth. It's in your mouth. Pause.
But it's not your tongue.
No.
But it's in your mouth.
One more chance.
Strongest human muscle.
I'm giving you more than one chance.
In your mouth. Nope. You got it.
Yes. In the mouth.
Your teeth.
Oh my God.
I don't know, bro. Like what?
Jaw.
Your jaw?
Yes, your jaw.
Oh, I guess. I wouldn't. Sorry, no.
Yes, of course.
I was just thinking about that. Like, for me, that wasn't a hint. If you were like, oh, like around your face, I guess your jaw. Yeah, sure.
Your jaw is in your mouth.
Yeah, technically.
Not technically, it's in your mouth. Anyway, what phone company produced the 3310? This is real. It's a Ghanaian phone. This is a Yam. 3310. You know what a Yam is? No. You got to tap in, Amy. Come on.
Are you going to help me tap in?
Yeah. Nokia. You haven't heard of the Nokia 3310?
Nokia? I've heard of a Nokia. The 3310, though, I wouldn't know off the top of my head.
You're what? What are you, 1 for 3? You're not doing too bad so far. So far, it's so good. How many dots appear on a pair of dice?
How many dots? I'm going to have to count them.
On a pair of dice, so 2.
On a pair? Okay. 24?
Total.
Yeah. No? On a pair of dice?
Think.
24? Oh, sorry. I didn't think.
You could start drawing if you want.
42?
Correct. Simone Biles.
Or, sorry, I just don't know this question. I just know I don't know it.
You don't know her?
No, I know her.
Okay.
I don't think I know the answer though.
It's famous for her skill in what sport?
Gymnastics.
Correct again. Where does sushi originate?
Japan?
No, China.
China? I'm so sorry to everybody that's China. I'm so sorry.
China. In which city and country is the Louvre Museum? The Louvre. I want to say
Louvre.
Louvre.
Are you
Louvre. That's it.
France.
France.
Yeah.
Good. Which city in France?
Paris.
Good. Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Who painted the Mona? I should know this.
You should.
DiCaprio Vinci.
DiCaprio Vinci. Are you making your own name?
Nah, I don't remember.
Come on. Relax. This is you. This is your element right now.
Yeah, I don't paint.
You don't paint, but it's art.
Yeah, but that's not what they teach you in art history.
Yeah. They don't teach you this in art history? Who painted the Mona Lisa?
No.
Really? No, really?
Yeah, that's not what I learned in art history. But art history, like, we can pick. Art history is general, but you kind of pick a concentration within art history, if that makes sense. Okay. So there's certain levels.
My apologies for that.
They teach, it is general, but art history, they do, I think they'll do the world.
Okay.
They won't just do
I thought that would be.
They're not going to do that stuff. Why would I would never pay for my education just for them to tell me, like, so this is the person that painted this, and this is all the famous pieces.
Yeah, the Picasso.
Google is real. I would not.
Leonardo.
My college education.
Da Vinci. You almost
said
had
it was Leonardo.
Yeah.
Da Vinci.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I meant Vinci.
Da Vinci.
Oh no! I was saying last names to see which ones you would be like. Oh, so was Da Vinci?
You say no.
No. I know it's not a real person. Understood, but I was gonna say DiCaprio, but you were saying no, so I was trying to say, Da Vinci.
We're not giving you that though. We're not giving you that.
So I'm gonna take that point, regardless.
How many colors are in the Ghana flag?
How many colors? Including the star?
How many colors in the Ghana flag?
Including the star?
How many colors in the Ghana flag?
3. Black is not a color.
I can't argue with you, but I would.
That's why I'm like including the flag, including the star, because black is technically, it's a shade. Like black and white are a shade. It's a spectrum of like hues and stuff. I'm gonna say 3.
Okay, I'll give you that because
a better question would have been, what's the order?
You want to read the questions? A better question would have been.
So I'm taking over this podcast.
I'm giving you last one, question 10.
Next Ghanaian person you ask them, what order does the flag come in? The Ghanaian flag.
What order does the Ghanaian flag come in?
Red, yellow, green.
Yeah. I don't know why I had to think about that, but yeah. Last question, name 5 Burna Boy albums.
5 of them?
5.
Okay. Twice as Tall. I can't do this. I told them so.
Because you recency bias.
Love Domini.
This is where the OGs come in and you don't know. Do I know 5 Burna Boy albums?
This guy. Asking me questions he doesn't know the answer to.
Because I'm thinking.
You can't do that.
I'm not the one being asked.
I just think as the host, you should know.
I know one more.
What's the other one?
Outside.
See, I can picture the covers in my head.
Outside and I'm going to think about this before I.
What does it look like? Wait, the one where it's like newspaper. It's like not passports or
African Giant.
Actually, that's really embarrassing,
bro.
Cut that part.
I mean, we're so sorry. I'm not
but
on the mic.
Technically, so. I know all of them. I didn't remember all the names, but now that you said them, I do know.
You did all right. You got the Burna Boy. I'll give you that. No, I helped you with Twice as Tall. I helped you with African Giant. So we can't really.
3 out of 5 is good. Give me that one.
We'll give you a half.
You didn't even remember the last one.
We'll give you a half point.
Half? No, Ghana. I want my full point.
You got France. You got Gymnastics. You got 42. You got Mercury. I'm gonna give you the Burna Boy. He got 6 out of 10.
You forgot the other one.
Which other one?
Oh, you gave me Da Vinci?
I'm not giving you Da Vinci, bro.
So I got 7.
6 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
No, but
thank you so much for joining me, guys, for my podcast. This has been Raw.
You did not have to look back. That's crazy.
This has been Raw Podcast by Amy Ansah. Miss Ghana.
It's Miss Ghana. I was going. Yeah. Let's talk about that real quick. How was preparing for that pageant? How did you feel walking when you had to talk and do all that? How was that experience?
It was a lot. I would say it was a growing experience. Mm-hmm. Having to balance that with school a lot.
Is it a lot of
work? Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of work when it's like that's an extra thing you're adding to your schedule. Mm-hmm. Okay. You know what I mean? Pageant sisters, amazing, great experience. Oh, pageant brothers and sisters, they ate with the, Mr. and Mrs. this year. That was nice. I actually made the flyer for that, so that was cool.
Yeah, I see you be making the flyers for OAS, right?
Oh, I did.
You don't anymore?
No. Oh. Just because I'm on a different keyboard.
It was, which keyboard you on?
DNA. Dynamic Afrique.
The dance dancers?
Team. Yeah.
So you dance?
No.
Oh, so you just make the stuff for them?
They needed me.
Okay, cool.
So I said, yeah. It was cool. Walking, that was honestly, all of that was nerve-wracking. Being on a stage in front of 100 people. I would say like that's the most I've ever put myself.
You've been on stage recently. You've been getting out here.
Yeah, no, but that was like a different degree. Mm-hmm. If I'm being honest, that is the first time I've ever like made a public speech. I was like shaking. Yeah. Like I've never done like a speech class. Like as an art major, we don't really have to do any of that stuff. Mm-hmm. So coming to college, I also didn't have to do that. And it's like, I feel like I'm a good writer, but like having to speak it, I've never done. So that was the biggest thing that like, that was like I felt like that was the biggest hill in it. But I didn't mess up on my speech, which I was so scared I was going to mess up on, but I did good. I would say. So no, outfits 8, best dressed, crowd favorite. Whoop whoop, all love, super fun.
That's cool.
It was a lot though. I don't know if I would put myself underneath that amount of pressure again. Honestly, sometimes if I'm keeping it real, but it was like it was
good
cool.
Experience.
I'm excited to see this year.
Yeah. So unfortunately we've come to the end of another episode. Once again, thank you for making the time to be here. I think this was a good episode. I had fun. So yeah, we'll catch you on another episode of Raw next week. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to tap the links below in the description to listen to our weekly updated playlist as well. And yeah, let us know who you want to see, what topics you want to see discussed, everything like that. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
Bye.